Next, we went to our rooms. Mine was a woodland theme full of stuffed birds. Eric's was more pattern-based. And then Robert took us on a tour of the Black House.
So this is the library, of course. And of course there's the beautiful sculpture that Brian Moore made. The first edition Dracula. And as you can see, I like Egyptian atmosphere. This is a sculpture I did of Vlad Tepes, the Impaler, the satanic saint of justice.
Wow, you did that sculpture?
I did that sculpture.
Wow,
yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah, and some of our more favorite books in here. Probably the largest Rasputin library you'll ever see. Bunch of books on Vlad the Impaler here, of course. And the Lovecraft collection. Ching, ching, ching. And a lot of rare little novels.
So do you want to be buried or cremated when you die?
I'd say cremated.
Really? Why is that?
That way I could be kept in a little jar on some nice warm shelf in someone's house instead.
May I have some of that later?
That's a Marcus Meyer sculpture that was given as a gift. Okay, so we're going to go down into the gallery here. We got to get a shot of this. This is a cover of another magazine called Sinister. He wanted something really blasphemous. He was from the South, so he wanted something like a nun and skull.
That's pretty blasphemous.
and a horned dick. Like a
complete with sperm,
yeah,
semen oozing out onto the nun.
All over. Yeah,
wow.
That's where we do our debaucheries in it.
Well,
almost every room had a theme.
Now tell me about the Marilyn Monroe bathroom and Jane Mansfield.
Oh yeah.
Have you been in here yet?
Well, I love blondes.
Go ahead and check
and
that out.
I love old style movie stars.
Was this your idea?
Did you want to describe this room?
I wondered which of you designed it. Or was it a mutual thing you both?
It's a mutual thing. I wanted a bathroom that was very feminine and filled with blondes.
It's the workshop of the satanic master.
So this is some banners, and everyone's going to go, oh, they're Nazis. Well, no, it's actually not a swastika. It's called a wolf's cross, and that symbolizes like energy from within. These are like almost like vectors radiating out, so it's talking about change from within and projecting that out towards greater aspirations. Those color combinations are classic in military.
Well, that's why they were used by the Nazis,
because it worked.
Because it was eye-catching, because it was strong, because people would react to it.
So we don't stop using something. We don't stop using something that works just because the Nazis used that color scheme. No. Otherwise, why don't I just stop wearing Hugo Boss, who designed the Nazi SS uniforms, or stop listening to Jewish music because Hitler secretly liked it? Or Wagner.
And Robert is an amazing artist in many media who has devoted his skills to making the Black House a special place. After seeing so many rooms, I then wondered which one would be used as the ritual chamber, the most sacred of all. When I asked Robert, he gave us the ultimate surprise.
And I've heard that The Church of Satan believes that all churches should be taxed. We really think that people should not have religion subsidized by the state. And we think that people should keep their religion to themselves in their own home and keep it out of other people's business. So we choose to celebrate our religions in our own houses, which is essentially what the Church of Satan, when people ask, oh, where's the Church of Satan? Well, it's not in one particular place. It's a whole bunch of places, this being one of them. So.
Just like scenes from Scooby-Doo, he really did have a secret passageway leading to this fantastic hidden chamber.
I mean, he's here.
Yeah.
He's here.
This is an original Coop poster. 61 of 666. These came in gold to gold writing up here. An original Anton LaVey certificate given to a friend of ours who comes up here from time to time. Most of our satanic library in various versions.
So what do you consider to be the most treasured item in this room?
I guess sentimentally. Well, okay, well let me show you some of the items in the room first of all. This is dust collected from the floor where Rasputin was assassinated, where he was poisoned, actual room.
No
In
kidding.
Russia. This is a piece of the wall from the courtyard where Rasputin was shot. This is a funeral I performed for my friend who died, satanic funeral. That clown there she was an original Church of Satan member, and that clown was hanging in her room when she died. This is the first Church of Satan Magister satanic action figure.
There he is.
Yeah, he's pretty proud of
A
that.
sinister minister.
Yeah, he's pretty proud of that.
I bet.
You like a satanic ritual will have an altar. I like to have two. More naked women up there.
Yeah.
So they can go. Because really there's not enough room up there for naked women.
Well, we can squeeze a couple in.
Go far?
Yeah.
And when we thought we'd seen it all, he took us even deeper into another secret passageway, through, of course, a coffin. This was cool. I was amazed by the amount of time, effort, and energy that had been put into his extraordinary endeavor. He was a serious Satanist. After our complete tour
Robert loves hot sauce.
and a fantastic dinner, including plenty of hot sauce, with him and Diana, who was a wonderful chef, by the way, Magister Robert Lang sat in his study to answer my questions.
Why am I Satanist? Because I feel that that is the philosophy which best reflects who I am. Reading the Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey, it was
more or less looking at a reflection of myself in the mirror.
People always ask me, why do they call themselves Satanist if they don't believe there is a Satan? So first, let me ask you point blank, do you believe there is a Satan as a sentient, independent being?
No, absolutely not. No, Satan is purely a symbol. I'd say that Satan is representative of man's carnal nature. It is that which best describes who we are as human beings. It is the character which is closest to what man is, which is an animal. He's a symbol of defiance and rebellion, iconoclasm, the human spirit, and rebellion, the original rebel.
So you view humans as being no different than any other creatures?
No, we are all animals.
Now, if you curse someone, do you think that there is a karmic repercussion, that whatever you project out will come back to you?
No, absolutely not. Because as far as I'm concerned, the reason why I'm cursing them is because I'm dealing out justice because they have wronged me. Usually when I do a ritual, I usually end up with what I want. When I was a child, I guess I saw what would be considered perhaps a ghost. From a child's perspective, it's hard to say if it was my imagination running away with me or not, but we were playing upstairs in my cousin's attic, and he relayed to me that the house was supposedly haunted, and we were just playing there with our toys, and all of a sudden we turned around and I got this real chill as I saw this white apparition type, what looked to me like a woman holding out her hands, coming towards us like this.
How do you feel about the role of children in Satanism, becoming Satanists?
I think that children shouldn't be involved in any organized religion until they become 18 years old and are old enough to make a well thought out decision about what they want to be.
Do you find that even though you have no control over other people, including young people, that the idea of an organization like the Church of Satan nonetheless inspires some people to commit evil acts?
Yeah, well, those things will happen no matter what organization you have. I mean, how many, Bibles have been found in, murders scenes, and I'd say it's predominantly less so with satanic Bibles that may have been found in someone's home. I'm sure that's provable.
Do you feel that Christianity is just overall bad?
Predominantly, it's like a rabies, in the fact that they separate themselves from nature by denying that they are of the animal kingdom. And when you deny what you actually are, I think that makes you a little bit less stable of a person. We don't necessarily perceive coffins and skulls as being ghoulish. We see skulls as a symbol of man's mortality. I find our imagery a heck of a lot more fun.
Some people told me when they knew I was coming up here to do this, they said, I think you're probably going to find that most of these Satanists are just a bunch of grown-up Dungeons and Dragons geeks.
Mm-hmm. If we go down in the ritual chamber and we dress up from time to time and we act out a fantasy down there and we get out whatever angst is within us through doing so, then there's nothing wrong with that either. If consenting adults want to get together and do whatever they want, That's fine with us. And as far as nudity and nude altars in satanic rituals is concerned, that's there for a specific purpose. Definitely she's nude because males are more visually stimulated on that scale as well. So it adds to the charge in the room. Plus, she's also being the attention of the room, and therefore she is the focus. So you're focusing on her plus projecting outwards. She's taking the energy in the room, theoretically, and projecting that outwards.
Would you accept a barcode if your government required it on your forehead or your wrist or something?
Depends what it is in it for me and what it looks like. I mean, is it aesthetically pleasing or is it just a stupid barcode? You know.
So you're open to the possibility then?
I don't necessarily like the idea of being branded in any way, no. That's why I don't have any tattoos.
Now, there are more people, at least in North America, who give the appearance that they believe there may be a hell and a heaven.
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances in your mind that you are wrong and all those people are right, and that you are going to end up facing your final moments and realize the terrible mistake?
Well, let's just say I'd rather jump into hell than be with most of them.
As you